artists out there. My name is Geta, and this is Coco, and I'm a mastering engineer out of Maui, Hawaii. And I'm doing this video because lately I've been seeing all these little commercials on Instagram and other platforms saying AI mastering, drag a file, and voila, in minutes you're going to have your beautiful master. So I decided to take on the challenge because I'm a mastering engineer and I know what it takes to master a track. Of course, unless you're trying to take a shortcut, I get it. Yeah, you could just throw on a limiter and then just tell your artist, oh, look how loud it is. But the bottom line is, guys, I'm not here to judge anything or anyone. I'm just simply here to show you A, B, and C comparisons and let you guys be the judges and let you decide. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip to the screen right now. I'm going to get straight to the point so I don't bore anybody. And as these files are uploading, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think about the eMaster and everything. So we have one of my artists' original track that he sent me. I named it Original, so it's easy for you to read. And this is the same track that after I've mastered it. Okay, so we're gonna take this original. We're gonna drag it into my iTunes library. Let's see. Here it is. And then I'm gonna show you that in my iTunes, my equalizer is on flat. Okay, nothing is tweaked. Everything is normal. Just so you guys don't think that I did something or whatever. So here we go. So we got the track on here. We're going to take the same track and we're going to drag it into here, into one of the AI mastering websites. And then we're going to take it and drag it to another AI mastering website. Okay? So while it's uploading, guys, I'm going to talk to you and tell you what is the difference between AI and a human mastering engineer. Let me give you some examples. So AI is not going to say, hey, artist, your guitar is too loud. Turn your guitar minus 3 dB because I have an idea of a perfect master in my head, but I can't get it dialed in because your guitar is too loud. See, AI assumes that your loud guitar is what it's supposed to be and just does its magic. In my opinion, from what I'm hearing, it just makes things very loud, but it's the same exact track. The sample I use for my artist track, one thing I like about eMastered is it lets you kind of tweak it. So you can I could see where like an artist would really enjoy that because you really feel like you're doing stuff, which is cool. So like I said, I'm not here to judge it. I'll let you guys be the judges. But what is a mastering engineer for? A mastering engineer is there who spent decades, if not more, tweaking equalizers. He's just gained so much experience. He became a master at it. His knowledge in music is just so many years of experience. So that he just comes to you and says, artist, go ahead and just focus on what you love, which is recording your sound, playing your instrument, and let me polish it up and make it perfect because I spent 10, 20, 30 years doing this. I know how to do it right. Okay? And AI is in such beginning stages in our days right now. I don't want to speak for the future, but basically, okay, so one track uploaded. So basically, what I was hearing, what the AI does, is it's like almost for me, that's what it sounded like. It's like throwing on a limiter, a digital limiter, onto your track, onto your master, whatever, and just basically the stuff gets really loud, of course. Everything just gets pushed up. So yes, it's going to sound a little different. It's going to sound very punchy. But for example, for this track, it needed bottoms. The bass. My artist just needed that bass. So I gave it to him. What I like about eMaster, for example, is they have what's called mastering options, and I'll show it to you right here. You see this mastering options right here. So when you click on mastering options, you can go down and just kind of tweak it up. You have compressor intensity, EQ intensity, mastering strength, all that good stuff. So I said, man, this thing was lacking the lows. So I went all the way down to EQ, and I increased it all the way to the max. So that's what we're going to do, okay? And we're going to master again. But, after increasing it to the max, it was like still, like not even close. Like everybody I showed this to, they were just like, dude, your track blows them away. Well, of course it's going to blow them away. I'm a freaking human. I'm putting my time, I'm trading my precious time to dial in the sound, okay? Because I love doing this. I'm passionate about it. Like this is just my thrive in live. I want to take a 2-track and I want to make it sound so freaking good. And this is what I do for my artists. So right now, as soon as this is ready, guys, we're gonna jump right in. All right, here we go. All right, so in the very beginning, we're gonna just go ahead and listen to the. Let me throw in the master in here as well. All right, and add to library. Perfect. So in the very beginning, we're gonna listen to the original track. All right, here it goes. As you can see, it's very quiet. And we're gonna wait until it hits. Here we go. Now, guys, I want to say this is very important. This is by far the most important. It used to be a big red sign here that says important, importante, okay? You guys, don't listen to this on an iPhone. Please don't do a comparison on an iPhone or put on something quality that has Lowe's information, like some good Dre Beat headphones or a car stereo with a sub, something with, you know, that gives you a range, right, of frequencies, not just something that cuts frequencies, like a iPad, an iPhone. Don't do that, because you're going to listen and you're going to say, oh, I don't really hear the difference. Well, of course you're not going to hear the difference, because there's a low cut filter automatically on all of those devices cutting out, because those speakers, the little speakers in there, they can't handle it. All right, so for all the beginners out there, just so you guys learn something, for all the pros out there, you're like, yeah, whatever, get to the point. I get it. All right, so here we go. So we listened to the the original, and here it goes, guys. We're gonna listen to the E mastered. See, it's louder. All right, cool. So let's go to the Landar, and they got a preview that's ready for us. Alright, so what we're going to do is, Landar kind of chooses where it wants to start, so we're going to follow Landar just to be fair, right? So let's yeah, they got to fix this. This doesn't. Okay, so right there, so let's find that. So right here, this is what we're going to compare, because Landar wants to start there. That's fine. That's fine with me. So let's do that. Let's find mine now. Okay, guys. So here we go. So let's go Landar first. My opinion, the bass is extremely weak. The kick is not hitting at all. Don't like it. E mastered. From the greatest, but I love the shit like they didn't never care. That I would make it just care. That I would take it to hold it in my grasp. I would gasp and take a breath and I blast. In my opinion, E mastered did a better job on this track than Landar. The kick is there, but it's really not thumping. Like there's not enough bass, in my opinion. I love bass. Okay, so here's my track. Just from the greatest, but I love this shit like they didn't never care. That I would make it just care. That I would take it to hold it in my grasp. Tell me that's not thumping. Tell me you didn't hear a difference. If you're telling me right now you didn't hear a difference, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to get yourself some better set of speakers, for real. I'm not even kidding, because that is a huge difference, all right? It sounds cleaner, it's polished, and it hits hard. It's a human master, baby. All right, so, okay, look, let's do it again. All right, so here we go, Landar. E-mastered.
All the way in new class of Super Saiyan reborn and reborn way past human containment. I'm nasty in the basement like Dash when he was cased with my
Cosmos Studios Maui, baby.
ass. I would gas and take a breath and I blasted all the way in new class of Super Saiyan reborn and reborn way past human containment. I'm nasty in the basement like Dash when he was cased with my craft. Right now I laid in the one.
There you go, guys. It's just that simple, right? So I'm taking on the challenge. Any other AI mastering programs, websites out there, bring it in, guys. Bring it on. I'm ready for the challenge. I put 16 years into this, and I'm not going to have somebody sit and tell me some Grammy Award engineer built the AI and it said all the human mastering engineers, you guys are worthless now. That's BS, guys. But that's not what they're saying. And I respect them for that. Here's where they're good, okay? I'm going to give them some credit because I want to be a good guy to everybody. If you're an amazing mixing engineer, like if you get it down to a T, to where you just want to work on the fly, you don't have time to sit there and master, which in most cases, good mixing engineers are already going to be like legit mastering guys, for the most part, all right? Most guys, but not all. But if you're just on the fly, and subscription makes sense for you, boom, just throw it in and go, I get it. But if you're a true artist, that's your focus, that's your niche. Your specialty is whether it's singing, playing an instrument, even recording for you. It's like, I don't want to do this, but I know I have to. I'd rather have somebody record me, but I get it. So, because I'm an artist too. So yes, if you're an artist, you record it, then you give it to a mastering engineer. AI is not going to work for you. Why? Because you're not that good at EQing, let's say, right? You think you're good, but you'll be surprised. A mastering engineer can make it like 10 times better. So let's listen. Let's compare. Let's take this baby back to the beginning. And let's take my track back to the beginning. Landar, we're just going to leave it alone because E-Mastered, in my opinion, is better than Landar. It's better. It sounds better. That's my opinion. My opinion, all right? It does not mean it's better. It's just my opinion. Here we go. We're going to start with E-Mastered. Come on, give me that bass. Not there, baby. It's not there. It's not there, okay? The bass isn't there. This is where a human comes in. That's what makes humans unique, right? So here we go. Cosmos Studios Maui, baby.
For wisdom, they line right up at the door. If I could break the system, wisdom would be the whole. Blind eyes disguise lies. Blind eyes disguise mine.
Guys, look. I'm telling you, man. You see, look. Humans are humans. Now, let's talk a little about all these mastering engineers out there. There's just so many mastering engineers. Almost every guy's like, I'm a mastering engineer. Dude. Okay. Guys, you gotta listen to the results, and that's what it comes down to. Okay, you're a mastering engineer. Great. Well, let me hear your sound. All right. Well, you're a mastering engineer, but you're not the sound I'm looking for. Don't stop on one person just because he says he's a mastering engineer. Okay. Refer to these sites, eBastard and Landar and others, for comparisons. This is great. It's a great subscription if you could afford it, to do your comparisons. I give those guys props. I'm not down talking them, but I'm just letting everybody know: do not mess with a human because you're gonna lose. Unless you can prove otherwise, like it has not been proven yet. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm currently taking on customers. If you're interested in working with Coco and I, and you need some help with your tracks, I want to tell you guys, I'm very passionate about perfecting the sound. And I love taking music and really, really, like making it sound good. This is just my passion. This is what I love. So take advantage of that, guys. I'm doing this video. I'm showing you my results. Here's the beautiful part. I don't take shortcuts. I don't do any digital limiting. Okay? I have a little button on my dangerous 80 plus analog to digital converter called the clip guard. All right? So I don't need to do digital limiting. I used to do that back in the old days, having an analog limiter, still throwing a digital limiter, minus 0.02 because it's playing it safe. Dude, no! This is a full-on analog mastering chain. Let me tell you what your sound is going through, all right? Let's start with the very bottom. The Lexicon MX400XL. Good enough. If it needs a little reverb, I'll throw it on, okay? After the Lexicon, we're hitting up two SSL 9000 channel strips, okay? They were custom built by SSL for stereo mastering, okay? It goes through those SSL channel strips, then it's going into my SSL Fusion box. I love the Fusion. I love the SSL, all right? You can already tell that, right? All right, so after the Fusion, it goes into my Manly Massive Passive EQ Mastering Edition, baby. Come on, guys. You all know the Manly stuff. It ain't no joke, all right? Then after the Manly Massive Passive, it goes into my Tube Tech SMC 2BM, my multi-band compressor mastering board. All right, it's right there. You can see the blue Tube Tech. It's a 3-band compressor. And then, hey, Bird, come here. Come on. Where are you going? You got to keep me company. We're doing a video, Coco. All right, and then after my Tube Tech, it's going into the SSL 4000 G Comp. Okay, this is a stereo compressor. Then after my SSL G Comp, it's going into my Manly Slam Mastering Edition limiter. This limiter alone is like almost $9,000. Do you really think that it's just thrown away, like it's just 9,000 just because? Come on, there's a reason for it, right? All right, I'm not even going to get there. The sound speaks for itself. And then, to top all this off, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry guys, my very first stage, the converter, is an Apogee Symphony IO MK2. You can see it on the bottom right here. Apogee Symphony IO MK2, and that's what actually takes it into the Lexicon reverb board. But after my Manly Slam, the final stage, instead of going back into my Apogee, it's going into my dangerous A to D plus converter, which is analog to digital conversion. All right? And that is sending it via SPDIF. It's sending it back into my Apogee. So talk about you getting your money's worth. If you're going to send me your work, rest assured There is no plugins being used. All right? All analog mastering. That's why it sounds the way it sounds. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions or you need any kind of help with anything, I'm here to help you all, okay? And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. If you like this video, find somewhere below that subscribe button, hit the bell, and the next video I'm going to be doing is analog versus digital. Oh man, I can't wait to get to that one, because let me tell you something. I got all the UADs, not all the plugins, but I have a lot. Like I have like 70-80% of older stuff. I got a lot of waves. I got a lot of REFX. I got a lot of isotopes. You name it, I got it. I got so many freaking plugins. It's insane. And I got analog gear. So if you want to ask anybody what's better, analog or digital, I'm the guy. But that's going to be in the next video. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. And thank you for watching. And God bless. Aloha from Maui, baby.
People pay for